Hey guys, Sayoko here. Today I'll be talking about pet and minion management. I get a lot of questions about how I control my water elemental during fights, how to stop mirror images from raking sheeps, stuff like that. As you can see in the next clip, at any time of the fight you can have all of your minions plus your pet out. These include your water elemental, mirror images and flame orb. Controlling all of these are a fundamental part of being a good mage in Cataclysm. I'll start with discussing the water elemental, a frost mage's primary pet that should be out at all times. There are 4 keybinds that every mage should have regarding his water elemental. The first is pet attack, which causes your pet to attack your current target. The second is pet follow. This makes sure that your pet will always follow your character. The third is pet move. This allows you to move your pet to a chosen position where it will remain until you command it otherwise. The last ability you should really bind is freeze, or also called pet nova. This ability is basically a ranged frost nova on a 24-second cooldown. One note here is that my pet is set to passive. This is shown by the farmost right icon being selected. Setting your water elemental on passive will make sure that the pet does nothing that you don't command it to and allows for maximum control. Here's a quick demonstration of the pet abilities. First I'm moving my pet to a fixed location, and then I'm choosing pet follow to make sure it comes back to me. Here I'm simply using my pet nova ability. Okay, so let's start binding. To bind the abilities, simply go to your option pane and select keybinds. Scroll down till the pet action button. First and foremost, pet attack. I recommend binding this to a key you are very comfortable with, as you'll have to redirect your pet attacks quite often. Bind this under pet action button 1. The second keybind is the one to stop your pet from attacking and to return it to your location, pet follow. Bind this under pet action button 2. Pet action button 3 is where you bind your pet move, and the last skill, your freeze or pet nova, will be bound under pet action button 4. Now we are done, so simply press OK and return to game and we can start cracking. Next up are some clips that will demonstrate the benefits of micromanaging your pet. As you can see in this clip, I'm not using any pet abilities and it's just set on follow. I pointed out earlier that my pet is also set to passive, so as long as I don't tell it to do anything, it won't. In this clip you'll see that I tell my pet to attack the rogue and it will start casting instantly. I defreeze rogue and want to polymorph him, but I don't tell my pet to stop attacking, so it simply continues to attack and thus breaking the polymorph. Same situation in this tool, except that as soon as I start casting polymorph, I tell my pet to follow me by spamming the pet follow key. This ensures that my pet stops casting and comes back to me and I can get the clean polymorph off. Warriors have a talent that causes everyone around their charged target to be stunned, including pets. Here you see the warrior charges me, but my pet is next to me and it will also get stunned. This prevents me from using my pet nova and thus the warrior can just chop away. What I should have done is move my pet around 5 yards away from me. Doing this will ensure that my pet does not get stunned and I can simply use pet nova and get away. You may think that these tricks are only for duels, but these apply in arena settings as well. Here I will go into invisibility and tell my pet to follow the DK. This will make my opponents think that I am at the position of my water elemental while I'm going a different direction. The priest tries to mass dispel me out, but I'm on the other side of the arena. Another good example is when your pet is out of range to pet nova and target. You can simply tell it to go to the position and voila. One of the most common features people use their pet for is to stop people from drinking. In this clip the priest is out of mana and will have to drink, but I want to keep DPSing the mage. I tell my pet to attack the priest and it will automatically move into line of sight. As soon as the pet is in line of sight you can use your pet freeze ability, or simply wait for your water elemental to cast on the target. The list really goes on, and using these binds you will learn more and more tricks in the arena that will all weigh the outcome of the fight slightly more to your favor. Next I'll be covering mirror images. The mirror image official tooltip reads that it makes copies of your character that attack your current target. However, the spell has quite a lot of features that aren't mentioned in the tooltip but are quite important. First of all, using mirror images drops you off the threat table. This may seem like something that's only useful in PvE, but in PvP combat, pets follow the same threat table. So using mirror images versus an enhancement shaman or hunter can help negate some damage temporarily. The second huge factor in mirror images is that they make your opponent lose his target. You will have to spend time to manually retarget you, and these precious seconds can turn around the game. The mirror image's primary attack is Frostbolt, and this Frostbolt also has a slowing effect. This is really effective when you need help kiting or slowing your opponents. Finally, the mirror images themselves follow a threat table. This is why you may pop mirror images with the intention of attacking your current target, but they will go on the healer after a couple of seconds. The healer causes healing threat, and this will cause the mirror images to attack him. I'll give a few example clips that show the practical use of the mirror image features that I mentioned. Here the enhancement shaman summons his wolves and they start attacking me. When I pop mirror images, I drop off the aggro table and my mirror images will aggro the wolves. The wolves will stay on them until the shaman manually redirects his wolves onto me. When I go into invisibility, I will get dropped off the threat table again and the wolves are back on mirror images. This same trick is also very effective against hunters and death knights. In this clip I'm just casting on the mage. He decides to use mirror images and I lose my target. I'm forced to manually retarget him and lose some time. This trick is situational but can be a real game breaker in arena. This clip is a perfect example of what can happen when you have bad control over your mirror images. I deep freeze the druid in an attempt to sheep him, but my mirror images break the sheep instantly. This lost us a full 10-second sheep, which we really could have used. If I had better control, we could have won the game much faster. Because we have no pet bar for our mirror images, a lot of people think we have no ways to control them. Using the same keybinds you use for your water elemental, you can control your mirror images. To avoid the situation of the last game, you will have to command your mirror images to stop attacking your target. If you remember, we did this for our water elemental by spamming pet follow. The same will work for mirror images. As soon as I want to sheep the priest, I start spamming pet follow. I keep spamming it till the polymorph has landed. This is quite important as the control can be buggy, so remember to spam the key quite hard till you see the mirror images running towards you. At this point, it's safe to land the polymorph without fear of it being broken by mirror images. Remember though, your pet is set to passive, so after the polymorph you have to recommand it to attack whoever you want. The last topic I want to discuss is Flame or Frostfire Orb. Flame Orb is a new Cataclysm spell that launches an orb towards an enemy, attacking it multiple times per second. Frost mages have a talent to convert a Flame Orb into a Frostfire Orb. The Frostfire Orb will get boosted by your Frost specialization and will be able to slow people. The fact that it can slow people is a big deal, as this slow can proc Fingers of Frost. The whole ability is still a bit buggy though. A few examples. It can despawn right after spawning. It can go a different direction than where the enemies are. It can break CC. It ignores stealth completely. And unlike mirror images, there is absolutely no control on this ability. However, there are a few guidelines you can follow to optimize this spell. First of all, always aim your character in the direction of your target before casting Flame Orb. Second of all, use it on a target that isn't moving too fast. And third, avoid using it if your target is stacked on someone who is in crowd control. Here's a quick demonstration of one of the few beneficial bugs it has. I know the rogue is sitting in stealth in front of me, so I pop Flame Orb. The Flame Orb moves in the direction of the rogue and knocks him out of stealth. The rogue vanishes, but Flame Orb ignores that and gets him out of it as well. In this clip I'll show you how to use Flame Orb properly. The frame is frozen here, so you can notice 3 things. First, I'm aiming towards the rogue. Second, no one CC'd near him. Third, there are no important spells to be cast, so this global cooldown is perfect for Flame Orb. I use Flame Orb and gain a small damage boost from it. Almost instantly after that, the slow procs the Fingers of Frost for me, allowing for an extra ice lance. Conclusions. Finding your water elemental keys are essential for both it and your mirror images. Practice on micromanaging all your minions for optimal play. Think before you use abilities like mirror images or flame orb. If you're unsure to use flame orb, don't. Improper use can cause more harm than good. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you learned something and will advance more in the arenas. Good luck, Sayoko out.